everyone, this is Emily Graziano, and today I am here to talk about my Wizard of Oz collection and show it off. It's not really big compared to some people who have been collecting since maybe the 60s or 70s, but I just wanted to share it with you guys because I know some of you in the KISS community that were watching Brandt's video for Peter Criss Out of Control were talking about it with me, and I think this might appeal to some KISS fans because of the Paul Lynde connection, of course, with Margaret Hamilton, guest starring as the Wicked Witch of the West. So, in seeing that as a kid on my mom's VHS tape, her bootleg VHS tape, that blew my mind because here we had KISS, and then Margaret Hamilton was there too, so it kind of was the ultimate epic crossover as a child, and I don't think anything in my life will be able to be topped by that. Like, any fictional universe crossover will ever be topped by having KISS and a cast member from The Wizard of Oz in the same space. So with that, I will get started, and we start, of course, with the film itself. This is the 75th anniversary collector's edition that came with the box. I have number 106,500 of 2,200,000. I wonder how they came up with that number, but I have other stuff in here that I've put in here that I will talk about, but this originally came as part of the box. And the discs are pretty cool because they got the characters on them. Dorothy. This is the 3D copy, but I don't have a 3D player, so whatever. Scarecrow. He's upside down. The Tin Man and the Lion, and this is a documentary bonus disc. And then I have a backup copy of just the regular old standard DVD, but on the DVD special features actually includes the Wizard, so that's pretty cool. And then I'm very proud to say that I have the soundtrack, and this has stayed with me since my 5th birthday. And I remember my mom used to buy me Wizard of Oz merchandise at the Warner Brothers store in the mall. For those of you who remember the Warner Brothers store, I wish it was still around. And I remember as a child when my mom told me that it was gone. I'm like, but that's where we get all the Wizard of Oz stuff. And she's like, well, they're leaving. And I'm like, oh. Because when I was a kid, we'd go to the mall for 2 things. Spencer's KISS merchandise and Warner Brothers Wizard of Oz merchandise. So this is just been so special to me because of the music and everything like that. It's still perfect. The CD still plays wonderfully. And then I just remember opening this booklet as a kid, being mad that there was no lyrics, but at this point in my life, I don't even need lyrics. So, but I'm more interested in the liner notes, like, oh, it was recorded, like they recorded Over the Rainbow on April 13th, 1939. Oh wait, no, sorry, that was the instrumentation. They recorded the vocals to Over the Rainbow on October 7th, 1938. So I think that's so cool. Like, the liner notes now as an adult are much more important to me than they were as a 5-year-old kid. So the CD is absolutely important to me, and it stayed with me through every, like, charity donation, every ANVETS, every like spring cleaning. When we moved here to this house, it's like, wow, this has stayed with me for a majority of my life, and I just absolutely treasure this CD as I drop the booklet on the floor. Anyway, up next we have the novel, and what is really cool about this, my mom got this for me at a flea market. The same flea market she picked up some KISS merchandise for herself, but this incredibly special to me because this, as it says here on the inside jacket, this lavishly reproduced replication of the rare first edition contains all 24 of W.W. Denslow's original color plates, the colorful pictorial binding, and the 132 color illustrations that make the wonderful Wizard of Oz so special and enduring. So it is basically a replication of the first edition. Like, this is what the original book looked like. I don't know how I managed to get this or how my mom even managed to find it, but I'm very glad that I have it. And when I was in 2nd grade, she actually read me the book, and that was the first time that I had ever been told the actual book. I remember thinking, well, the movie's better, and I still kind of think the movie's better, even though normally I don't think that. I normally do think the book is better. But I remember being absolutely scared of the Wicked Witch's glass eye. I just remember thinking it was so creepy, and I'm kind of glad that they did not keep that aspect for the 1939 film, because I think that would have been really creepy. Rather than scary, it would have been creepy for kids and everything. And interesting fact, if you didn't know, Dorothy's shoes in the original book are silver, not red, and they were changed to red because the red popped the most against the yellow brick road, and they wanted to take advantage of the new three-strip Technicolor technology. So George Cukor, who had a he was in the creative process of drafting the script. He didn't even have a directing credit, but he almost directed the film. But George Cukor, before he left the process to work on Gone with the Wind, he has an uncredited credit, I guess. He gets the credit now, looking back on it, that Dorothy has red shoes. And so I'm like stumbling over myself with words. Up next, these are also something that I've had since I was little. The Barbies, and I've lost some pieces because I got them when I was 5 years old. But Dorothy's hair looks pretty good, considering I got her when I was 5. She actually still talks, and her shoes light up, I think. I don't know if you can see her feet light up or not. And then, of course, they have Glinda. I lost Glinda's crown. I'm so mad at myself. I have her wand still. Thank God I have her wand. And, oh, I have Toto. I can't forget Toto. Thank God I didn't lose Toto. That would be horrible. You can't lose the dog. And then, of course, I have our three guys. The Scarecrow, I lost his diploma, but I can actually make my own diploma with a red ribbon and a piece of paper, so that's not too bad. We have the Tin Woodsman, and I lost his axe and oil can. I'm so sad at myself, and his head is kind of slanted where I used to put him in the case when I was little, because now I keep them in a bin, but back then I kept them in a Barbie case, and his poor head, but he's okay. And then, of course, the lion. And I lost the lion's crown. I'm so mad at myself that I lost the crown, because that's harder to make on my own. I need to tie his ribbon. But, yeah. And they didn't have the Wicked Witch of the West when I was little, because I would have got one if they'd had one, but they didn't make one when I was little. So, the Barbies. Oh, and Glinda, she actually talks. And yep, that's actually the voice of both Billy Burke and Judy Garland, so that's pretty cool. I'm just glad that the dolls are still intact and that I didn't get rid of them, because I wanted to get rid of them when I was like 10, and I'm like, oh, I'm too cool for these, but my mom's like, no, you're keeping them. And I'm glad she is, because even though I don't really play with them, they're still pretty dang cool. Up next, this is from the Turner Classic Movie shop on clearance like years ago. I think, oh, this is from the a leftover from the Classic Film Festival piece of merchandise. It's Dorothy's basket as like a little bag here. I think it was marketed as like a lunch tote or whatever, but it was for the 75th anniversary, piece of 75th anniversary merch. So I'm really, really psyched about that. It was on sale for like $5, and it was normally like 35, and I'm like, I'm not passing that up. So I had to get it. Oh, books. This was at a store that you could see. This is the 75th anniversary copy. It recently got reissued for the 80th anniversary last year, but I have a 75th anniversary copy. It's pretty cool. This came with the big box set as kind of like a souvenir, but it's actually a production timeline. It's really, really awesome, and there's only as many of these books as there were box sets, so this is really, really cool. This was the official 75th anniversary companion, which is really awesome, and it had removable merchandise, which I'll show more of it because I store it in the box, but it had a film, like, panel poster, I guess you could call it. And then this is a full-size lobby card reproduction of a lobby card. Those are huge. Because I have miniature lobby cards, but I've never known that they were actually this huge. And they were all hand-colored, which they don't do that anymore. And then these I got when I was really little from my mom's friend. These production still sheets, I guess you could call them. And then I have this one, which I cut this one when I was little. I stupidly did it, but I mean, it's okay, but I mean, like, why would I cut off the white? I don't know, but it's still fine, and that's all that matters. But those were really cool. I don't even know how my mom's friend managed to get a hold of those back when you couldn't buy stuff on eBay and stuff like that. So I got those when I was like 5. So, but this book is really awesome. It is just filled with glorious pictures and cool things, and here, I'll try to find something cool. Like, it has a character page for just the Ruby Slippers itself. And just all this really, really amazing, like, there's a newspaper article in here that they reproduced. It's just really awesome. And then the coolest thing that I think I have is this is a hardcover version of the Life magazine that they sell in, like, every grocery store and Barnes & Noble and any, like, you know, Walgreens or whatever. But I held out and I got the hardcover version because I knew that they were going to make a hardcover version. I missed out on the hardcover version for the Gone with the Wind version because I just have the regular old magazine for that, but I wish I would have done the same for Gone with the Wind. I guess I just didn't think about it, but this is really glorious because, I mean, it's basically like a hardcover magazine that you would, I just think it's awesome. And again, the pictures are just so glorious. I love it. So that's really cool. And then now I'll open this because I'm sure all of you want to know what I keep inside of here. So this is the back of the original box set, what was in there. Okay, so I'll start with this is part of like a 4-part set that I had when I was little, and I lost one of them. There was a pill case, which I lost, sadly, but it had a change purse, a mirror, which it's kind of faded, and I need to clean the inside of the mirror, but I'm just glad I have it still because it's so special. I remember when my mom got this for me at the Warner Brothers store. And then the wallet, which there is a Ruby Slippers zipper here, which I think that's really awesome. But yeah, I'm missing the pill case. I'm sad at myself for losing it. And then this was also what I had when I was little, and I lost the 3, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Lion. I only have the Dorothy and Glinda pen left. Oh, and Toto is on this one. Toto is on here too. Toto too. I only have the Glinda and Dorothy pens left. I'm really sad at that too. This was given to me by our very good friends of the family. A friend of hers makes bookmarks, and they gave this to me for Christmas. It was really, really sweet of them. They didn't have to do that. It's just a homemade bookmark, but I love it. Absolutely love it. My mom went somewhere and she got me this glasses case along with a cleaning cloth, but I don't think I can use it because it's too cool. It's just too cool. And I don't want to ruin this nice case. But it's awesome. I think that's awesome. And then everything else in here came with the box set itself. So with the 75th anniversary box, in the box, is a pin set. These are really nice. They're awesome. I think they're cool. A journal. A Ruby Slippers little snow globe that lights up. I don't know if you can see it changing colors there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can. Okay. And then it came with a film still of Dorothy and Oz when she first gets to Oz. And then a map of Oz. And here's a fun fact. I don't know how well you can see it. If you've ever wanted to know where the red brick road goes, like in the beginning when she's walking, it actually goes to the rest of Munchkinland. So I thought that was really cool. I'm like, finally, after all these years, I get the answer to where the red brick road goes. And then all the rest of this stuff that I keep in here was the merchandise that came with the 75th anniversary book, but I just keep it in here because it's all together. So with the 75th anniversary book came with portraits of the cast that I have laminated. I don't know how well you can see, there's a glare here. Frank Morgan, an underrated character actor. In fact, all of them underrated character actors, not just Frank Morgan. A bookmark that is a replication of a poster from 1939. A frame, well, I took the frame off because it wouldn't even stand up, but it can still be used. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's a lion, a scarecrow, Dorothy, and the Tin Man in each of the corners. A fake newspaper, like, oh, Oz, the Wicked Witch. I thought that was pretty cool. But that was really cool. Miniature lobby cards, which I laminated. And a fun fact, this is a deleted scene from the film. That's pretty cool. And, oh, that's the end. Okay. These, I think, are the coolest of all because they're like these miniature certificates from the Wizard. It says on the band here, gifts from the Wizard of Oz. And they're really cool. It's like, oh, here's a gift from the Wizard for Scarecrow's brain and awarded to the Scarecrow. And I just think that they're so cool. They're so cute. The heart, and then they have them for everyone. Courage for the lion, and going home for Dorothy. I think I'd most like to have the home certificate because I'm like a homebody like Dorothy. That a copy of the certificate of death that they show in the film that the one wizard has on Munchkin, that the one Munchkin has on a scroll. I think that's pretty funny that they replicated it for as like a little souvenir from the book. It says date of death May 6, 1938. Well, I wonder what that's when they filmed the scene. And then a miniature replication of one of the posters. I think that was really cool. So yeah, and that is it. I don't have as much merch as I really thought I did, but I just love the movie so much. It's a part of who I am, and I just really, I enjoyed sharing what I have with you. And I really hope you enjoyed it. I will see you next time. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.